Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I'm calling you from the Matrix side.
Hello.
Hey, I'm still stuck in the Matrix side. You got to pull me out.
We hear you. We hear you loud and clear. Find the closest phone booth. We will get you.
But everything is green with numbers and letters going up and down. I can't see phone booths.
It defines reality. Look between the lines. It creates the world.
Okay, I'm looking. What? Who are you? Ancient who? You're
Ancient Anonymous. Ancient hieroglyphs and tablets.
Anunnaki, faceless person.
Okay. I found the booth. I think I found a booth. I know, but everything is green here. It's hard to see anything in this fucking Matrix. I mean, I don't even know what's going on. You know, it's like 1 minute I see myself. Next minute, all I see is my hat. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I'm just trying to get out of this Matrix. And I heard that you pick up a phone and you call you fuckers, and you fuckers pull me out.
Hey, did you pick up a loaf of bread?
Yes, I did pull up the loaf of bread, and okay. I got the bologna, I got the milk, and I got I know he wanted some hot dogs. And I got the, I don't know why, but you asked for the KY. I got you the KY. I don't know why. I'm not gonna ask questions, but I got you the KY.
That. What about the morning glory seeds?
Yes,
morning glory seeds. Okay, I got that here. I got that here for you guys.
Good. From the Matrix, you're getting it from the Matrix.
Okay, I think I feel something. I think.
Don't forget to flush when you're done with that. What you feel?
I'm coming out slowly, but my whole body's not coming out. I don't know what's going on with this whole Matrix deal.
We see
I feel like I'm still stuck.
You're emerging from the pod.
Oh. You know, some guy offered me, right? The guy, I met this guy, right? He goes, "Hey, you want to take the red pill? You want to take the blue pill? You want to take the purple pill? You want to take the pink pill?"
I don't take no pills, man. I don't take drugs, but I do smoke. And I microdose. They're not in pill forms.
Yeah, so I took the pink pill.
Good.
Yeah.
You took the pink pill. That's good.
Huh. Well, I'm not all the way back from the Matrix. Looks like I'm partial here, but I guess that's good enough, right? The show must go on, right?
Yeah. Drop that damn phone on my toe.
Hollow Man, yeah. They should have called it the Matrix Man. Maybe he really was the Hollow Man. And all that. Well, guys, I'm gonna show you guys something that I think why we're in a Matrix. I went to Costco right before the show. I had to take my wife to the doctor's appointment, and then right after we done, we went to Costco real quick. And when you buy things at Costco, right, you get things at bulk. But there's a couple of things that told me we live in a real world. You guys both know in Costco, you got those pallets full of clothes, right? You know what's funny? I'm raising my hands. You guys can't even see it. You can't even see my hand being raised. So They had a pallet of shirt for the 4th of July. It had the American flag, everything on there. And it's like, my wife saw the shirts and she's like, yeah, she made, a fun comment, make world great again and whatever, make America great again. And it makes you think so much that there used to be a time you see American flag, right? And we're us, I say us, Canada, Britain, like Australia, we're lucky that we're born in a country that we have more freedom than most other countries. I'll say that. I'm not saying we have full freedom, but we have more freedom than most countries. But now when you look at a shirt with the American flag, it's like you feel like if you buy it, you're offending people now. It's such a weird life that we're living. It's like American flag now is not proud anymore. It took a meaning on its own. It's like we have to be living in a parallel universe because I can't even look at the flag anymore thinking, if I wear that, people think I'm a Donald Trump follower or I'm a BL AM follower or something. You know what I mean?
Bacon, lettuce, tomato follower. Bacon.
Yeah, it's so weird. But then another thing kind of really shocked me into we're living in a matrix world. I want to ask you guys this, and with the few people that are here from the chat, wow, only 7 people. Oh well, less the better. Okay, so Bob, you live in Europe right now. Okay, if you're gonna buy 4 steaks, four New York steaks or whatever,
cheaper than your shit.
Okay, now this one I'm gonna show you guys. I got a picture. I'll share the screen in a second, but I want everybody to take a guess. Scott, Primo Limo, all of you guys, I want to take a guess at this. Tony, take a guess. How much do you think 4 steaks, New York steaks should cost? I want to hear everybody's price. Bob, first of all, what do you think? What do you think 4 steaks would cost?
4 steaks. I remember what it was down. Last time I was down there, it was around $8 a regular steak. So let me see, 16. We're talking about maybe almost. I'm gonna round it to about almost $30.
Okay, Bob says $30. And now remember, guys. Remember, this is Costco. So technically, at Costco, bulk steaks should be cheaper than a regular store. So Bob says about $30. Scott Marion said about $8 each for a steak. So 8 times 4 steaks, that's $24. Tony says should $30. I bet 50. Okay, so Tony says 50. Bigfoot and all he is. Connor, what do you think 4 steaks should cost?
What I think they should cost is cheaper, of course, but I think what they would cost here is about 12 each. So that's about $48. You know, 54 after tax, $55 for 4 steaks.
Right.
And, you know, that's from Costco. If you get it from the restaurant, that's $100 easy.
I took a picture of this at Costco. I'm going to show you the price of 4 New York steaks. What do you see there?
52, 57. Oh yeah,
$62.61 for 4 steaks.
Oh no,
dude! We're living in we have to be living in a matrix world where 4 steaks. Okay, and then hold on a second. Now that's New York steak. Here, let me do this one more time. Now for 2 beef ribeye steaks. Just 2 steaks in there. 2 ribeye steaks. How much, Bob?
2 ribeye steak? Ribeye?
Just ribeye.
We're not talking the tomahawk here version, right? So 2 ribeye. Shit, after his bid, I feel like when we price is right. Now, I'm gonna have to go with the 70 mark, only based off what he said and what I just read. $70.
70. Okay. Now Tony says 40. So Tony says 40. So what do you think 2 steaks would cost? 2 ribeye steaks.
64.
Now, actually, the only person that actually got this one right is, believe it or not, is actually Tony. It was $40. That's for 2 steaks. But if that was 4 ribeyes, that would have been $80. This is 2. $40 for 2 steaks. 2 steaks.
I'm thinking 4. Why did I hear 4?
This one's
so
2.
You got it right.
Now,
I had the Mandela effect. I heard 4. I'm sorry.
Now, think about that. Okay, we live in a world where they tell you that we should stay away from processed food. You know, you need it. You know, you should start eating healthy. You know, real meats. You know, fry your own food and all that. You know, I'm saying that the government needs to send out another stimulus check, because say you want to feed your family real food and you want to get now New York steak is a little bit, you know, quality wise, ribeye is like one of the top steaks. New York steak is like one of the 2nd, 3rd top steaks. If you have a family of, like right here, I got me, my wife, and just 3 kids. That's 5 people.
Zoom in, Eric.
Let me see.
Zoom in on this one.
$20-day matured British steak.
Oh, wait. Is that the price? I got to fix the price.
Yeah, there's no price on it.
Okay. Boo! $4.29.
Wow.
British ribeye steak, $4.29. I told you it's cheaper to live in fucking. I live off a fixed disability for the military, and so Britain and Europe is the cheapest place to live. How is it that it's cheap here? You guys.
And this is the point I'm bringing up. Scott kind of said, this is why I feel like we're living in a matrix, because I have 5 people in the family. It's $50 at McDonald's. Okay, you got 5 people. Now think about if you bought those New York steaks at $62, and then you probably had to buy 1 more steak to make 5. That would have been $60 or $70, and usually you probably get a salad on the side, or McDonald's give you French fries. I mean, what I'm trying to say is they want people to eat better in this world, but you can't afford to eat better.
No, you go to McDonald's. I remember when I was down. This is the cool thing about me going back and forth. And I was telling Eric, we go to the store. Every time I went there, every 6 months or so, 7 months, I go, Eric, your prices went up. Eric's like, yeah, they're a little more expensive. He don't see it. He acknowledges it, but he don't see it like I could see it. I go, no, dude. No, your steak went up $4.
It's like your dog growing, when you're every day, you don't notice it, but
Yeah, I go, no, 30, no,
yeah,
50%.
big
Yeah. He don't see it. And I'm like, dude, it went up $4 fucking for the steak. This is a $4 steak that is now like almost 6 or 7 or 8, depending on what the whatever it is. I'm like, dude, this is bad. I went to the
ripple effect of everything, gas goes up, so that goes up. They're going to try to blame it on minimum wage raising, the Suez Canal, the corruption in every direction, semi-Trump truckers skimming from the top.
The excuse right now is because of gas prices, that all the truckers, they all got to pay more because of gas. They're saying the biggest is gas. Like, I think I told this 2 weeks ago or whatever. I think I told this to Bob, where one day at QFC, I used to buy Kroger sausage. I always get it there. It's like $2.50.
Yeah.
And then the next day I went to go buy some more. It went from $2.50 to $4.29. I'm not talking about just jumping up 50 cents or $1. It jumped up a whole extra almost $2. And it's just like, it's almost like, dude, you need to send us another everybody another stimulus check, because
I want to be stimulated.
People are trying to get over, trying to get their life back together with the kind of year we're all having. But price-wise, we're all being priced out.
I want the government to stimulate me. That's what I want. I want them to stimulate me immediately. I want more money. I want more stimulation.
They did that weird bottleneck factor with the farms too. How they had a bunch of crops and animals wasted because of the beginning of the pandemic. So now they're still just recovering from that. So they just messed up the market on purpose, and now they dictate the market. That's monopoly. I thought that was illegal in this country. But, sadly, the Matrix is wiping over our eyes, where, 109 consecutive 1,000 votes could go for one person, and no one bats an eye, and everybody bats an eye. Yeah. They're so messed up and stuck in the spider web ahead of them, and just caught by the illusion on TV. I can't believe people are still watching the news and listening to mainstream music. Well, did you guys saw the new video? He's dancing on the devil. It's terrible.
Yeah, and it's not
$5.
It is not just the gas companies, okay? Because in the state of Washington, to make up for the physical loss of income for the year, they take it back out in taxes. And in the state of Washington, they tax, since we don't have a state tax in Washington, they tax more in gas. Bob knows, like, if Bob buys smokes here, they tax more in smokes. If you live in Seattle, if you buy something sugar, you got to pay a sugar tax. So they're making their own money back for tax. So you got the gas company might be raising a little bit, then you got the state raising it. And it's like nobody's really helping each other, because no matter what, we get a check from the government, but technically we're paying it back. It's not like we're keeping it, because we got to pay higher prices for everything.
Yeah. See, over here, because they're so used to their tyranny of everything, they've got their underground markets. Thank God for the Turks. Thank God for the Muslim. Thank God for other cultures. They've got their underground markets. And if you know where to go, I'm not going to show what I have, but I can get cigarettes for like $3, $4 a pack. I can get these things really, really cheap. I get vegetables from people growing vegetables in their garden that are way more nutrition you get in the store. All of my shit is all underground market food, coffee.
That's how it has to be. The barter system, same thing with me. I treat people good, so I get rewarded with satsumas and peaches. So then I plant those in my mom's house, and then hopefully in the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be able to feed myself, But it starts with the backyard peppers as well.
Now, I don't smoke. So I'm good here. But Chocolate Cheese says he's paid $10 for a pack of 6.
Oh, God. Yeah. But if you pay the real price over here in Europe, you're looking at $13 a pack, 14. You might get lucky. I always tell people, if you're going to buy tobacco overseas, you want to buy the shredded raw tobacco, because you can get 2 packs for the same as one. It's like $13, but you have 2 packs in the bag than one, and you could just do you have your own machines to roll your own shit or whatever. Just do it like that, man. Stick with the underground market. Everybody needs to start, the bartering system. Bring that back. They're doing it in Europe. They're doing it everywhere. It has to be underground. Yeah. Of course, they're being hunted by the Gestapo. Papers, please. Show me the papers on this cabbage. I don't have papers on this cabbage. Give me the papers for this cabbage, or you go to the blockade.
Yep. Yeah, that's how bad it is. Man. Oregon, they mandated the passports, so you need them to go to businesses, churches, supermarkets. That's some scary stuff, man. You better become friends with the Uber driver or something, get the groceries. No 2% milk, nothing microwavable. I don't need none of that. I just need water, fruit, some Pop-Tarts. I know Pop-Tarts are bad for you, but, they last, so you can survive off them in end times.
And filter your water and make sure you drink seawater.
I got a question for Connor here. Ooh. Did you guys get lucky? Did you find your dog?
Yes. I woke up to my mom's text saying he was on the back porch when she woke up. So thank God the blood moon, brought him back. I don't know if he's going to transform into a werewolf tonight, but I'm supposed to go over there in a couple hours because he won't go back to his little dog house. So I'm not sure what happened there. The chain was broken. They have messed up neighbors, so I don't know if he got there. No matter what, my mom's got to get some cameras back there set up, because if it's an animal, a phenomenon, or people, we just need to know. And it's just some weird stuff. So right now we have him in the barn, and he is refusing to go to the doghouse. So I don't know if it was an animal or what. It's just some weird stuff. Maybe it was a poisonous snake or something, and he broke from the chain. I don't know.
Or a raccoon. They don't like raccoons.
Now,
because they're little hissy fuckers.
Some of you in the chat, where does this conversation come from? If you want to hear about the full conversation, you guys should go to my Horror Talk channel and watch our show last night we did on found footage.
It was really good, guys. You guys are a great team. I was like, I enjoy watching you. You got a lot of input, a lot of information. It's really good stuff. Really, you got to bring a pen and paper. You guys are naming fucking artists, the directors, the this, the that. I'm like, oh God, will they go to film school?
Yeah, we both have such a true passion for film.
I can see that.
I love bouncing ideas off him. Awesome.
Well, this Thursday we're gonna do one on urban legends.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be there. I just finished Wrath of Man, that new Guy Ritchie, Jason Statham movie. It was actually pretty good. I'm a huge Guy Ritchie movie with Snatch, Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, the new King Arthur movie.
Have you seen The Gentleman?
I love The Gentleman.
Yeah, The Gentleman was great. I saw The Wrath of Man actually last weekend.
It was pretty cool. It was very violent.
It's a lot like in a lot of ways, a lot like The Crow, but not coming back from the dead, where I'm not gonna tell everybody the main parts of it, but he gets shot where he's dead. So people think he's dead. He comes back with the different person, different name to find out who killed his son, and he disguised himself into delivering money, picking up money, one of those delivery car people. So now the plot is not. It's not a hard plot to figure out. It's a simple plot, but they did it very well. And one thing I noticed, guys, I don't know if you guys all noticed this. I don't know, Bob, if you noticed this. Have you guys been watching trailers lately the trailers that has machine guns in it or guns in it. It seems like maybe you guys think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But in some of these trailers, they're making these gun sounds like it's a drum beat.
Really?
Yes, like. Okay, Rambo pick up the machine gun, go do, right?
Yeah.
Do. And then now some of these trailers they do like do, like a beat, like a music beat. I'm serious. Look, Wrath the Man. Maybe not every trailer, but Wrath the Man. There are some other trailers with guns. They do it like a shooting rhythm, like you're hitting a drum going do. I don't know if you guys think I'm crazy, but
no.
But it's like it's a new way trying to hook you in. I think like getting that sound, like that rhythm sound. Has anybody in the chat? Anybody in the chat? Have you guys started seeing that in trailers now? Or am I just crazy?
Trailers have secret messages too, man. There was a whole class at Bowling Green when I went there all about teaching trailers, and there was a whole contest about it. I was supposed to act in one of them, but it just fell through, sadly. It was a Western.
Raccoons will mate with cats in this movie, base realms, and have babies. What movie has raccoons mate with cats?
I want to see that. I have a clip where a cat is mating with a chicken. That's not
actually, talking about yesterday, after we got off the show last night, I actually watched the first Creep.
Heck yeah! What'd you think?
It was on Netflix, and yeah, it was kind of interesting where a guy kind of like lied to him about him dying of cancer to want to be filmed for a videotape for his son to be born, to know who his father is. Huh. And then he's becoming like one of those crazy nuts that's starting to just do it just to be your friend. It's a lot like the Cable Guy, in a way. If you remember the Cable Guy attached himself onto a friend. And he attached himself like a psychotic, which I love the Cable Guy. A lot of people didn't. I did. So Creep kind of reminding me of the Cable Guy.
It's dark humor.
Mm-hmm. Black comedy. I love it.
Kitty. You don't like me because I'm turning into a dog.
Now, Bob, I got a question for you now. I know this is going to be a big one for you, and you probably have a lot of information. Me and you were talking a little bit about it yesterday.
What's that?
The 26th. Today is the night they're supposed to have. I mean, I think it's nighttime for you right now.
It's nighttime over here.
The red moon. So, can you tell us, Bob, the red moon? What in your mind? What does the red moon mean for us?
Well, here's the funny thing is now I misremember a lot of things, and the last big red moon was on 6 years ago, which would be around 2015. I don't remember no fucking big ass red moon. Wait. It has a lot. Whoa. Oh yeah. Yeah, alien. That's what he means to him.
No, somebody asked him about that picture behind him.
Hell yeah, bring him up. Yeah, I think it's going to be, I think a lot of weird things are going to happen. I think a lot of emotions are being flared, including mine. I've snapped a few times myself. Yeah, so there's a lot of emotions, a lot of things happening. This is kind of the time where things that need to get done are getting done. Like emotions are pushing the directions where things are going to be made. A change is going to be made, a solid change. Changes are being decided right now. Like, things have been lingering in the background, and all of a sudden that decision is getting made tonight that people think about before. This thing is powerful, man.
Now, with your weather, Bob, can you actually see the moon because of your weather?
It's been pouring down rain, unusual, and snow and ice and hail, and then tonight it's clear a little bit. It's got some clouds. I'm going to be looking outside. I'm going to be outside. I have a big-ass telescope. So I'm going to be looking right at it and see if there's any kind of weird things going on with that moon, because those of us know that we're in a comic book. We are in a comic book. Expect anything. Have fun and don't stress it. I keep telling people, I don't care what camp you come from, what you see or what you don't see. Just roll with it, man. It's going to happen regardless of what you do or not. It's going to happen on its own. So enjoy it, man, like a comic. So I'm going to go out and enjoy that big ass red moon, dude. And Eric, there's a solar eclipse happening at the same time on the west coast. So that's that's where the sun sets. It's where it dies. It's born in the east and it dies in the west. So technically, here's the weird part. You got the moon coming up, and then you have the sun going down for death in the west, and then you're gonna have the moon blacked out. You're gonna have double death, like double down death in the west. Weird, man. So you're gonna lose the sun and the moon in the same night, and it's a monster moon.
Well,
that's gotta mean something to some people out there that are into the
what it says. What is a blood moon? Let me see. Let me try to read it by definition here. But Hobbs, just to let you know, Hobbs, I'm actually this Saturday. I'm taking a lot of our episodes that we did on Horror Talk channel. I'm going to be releasing most of them on the Gypsy Road channel Saturday. So everybody gets a chance to get a little flavor of it. If people, or a lot of people don't want to have different channels, but Saturday I will be dropping a lot of the shows. One I did with Bob. I did a couple with Connor, and I will be dropping them on Gypsy Road just to give you guys a little flavor. If you're not interested, then you're not interested. But if you are,
and I'll be doing a lot of one-on-one sex chats, only on Patreon on the Gypsy Road channel. It's clothes recommended. You don't have to wear them, but it depends. It'll also be like on a Sunday on Gypsy Road. It's the private sex chats. Whatever you're into.
What is the blood moon? Red light passes through and familiars can to the moon. It's hard to read this picture. It's kind of blurry. Earth, what is it? A blood neon is a term used to describe what happens to the moon during a tertial lunar eclipse. Let me see. Is there like an all where I could get here? Let me click on this. See if this one gives it better. This was from space.com. Got to be right. They're never wrong, right? It may look spooky, but it's just a trick of the light, according to this. A blood moon happens when Earth moon is a total lunar eclipse. While it has no astronomical significance, the view in the sky is striking as the usually whitish moon becomes red or ruby brown. The last blood moon on January 21st, 2019 coincided with a supermoon and the full wolf moon, earning it title Super Blood Wolf Moon. I know. It sounds like we're in a fucking comic book. The next blood moon will happen during the total lunar eclipse of May 26, 2021, which is today, which will be visible from parts of North America, Australia, the Pacific, and Asia. As the full moon passes through Earth's shadow, viewers will be treated to a sight who won't appear again until May of 2022.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, look, here we go. Here's the calendar date of. Oh, goddamn! I hate when they pop up these stupid little squares.
Yeah.
The next one is going to be May 16th of 2022. And then, of course, November 8th. So 2 blood moons in the year 22. There's 2 of them. Then it skips all the way to 2025. 26. So there's your date.
Wow. Yeah. I think it's cool that it's happening around Memorial Day. If you guys don't know about Memorial Day, that's the day that some veterans some military personnel did not quite make it home. They were in a casket, so they died. Anyway, Memorial Day to remember those that passed on from the military. Our dad died, ironically, on Memorial Day, which was weird. Yeah, and so we've got the blood moon popping up this week, and for me, and it's only personal, it feels different. It feels special. It feels because Eric, we talked about our dad's funeral. We had a nasty ass, heavy hail and weird storm happen on the day of the funeral, and it was a perfectly blue sky. Well, it's been like that here, and then at the blood moon popped up.
You didn't tell the whole. You only told partial of that story.
Yeah,
you guys want to talk about hearing a real Matrix world issue, right? My father passed away on Memorial Day. Okay.
28th, actually the 27th of tomorrow. He passed away would be tomorrow. Yeah. So that's why I'm like the blue moon lines up exactly when Dad died in 2012. So our dad died in 2012, and it just like this. It's identical.
Get this, people. Get this. If you never heard this one, this really happened. Okay, he's a military guy, like a lot of us are military. So he gets a special burial at the I forgot the name of the
cemetery.
Is it Arlington?
The cemetery. The cemetery. Yeah, the big military cemetery. So
Arlington Cemetery over.
No, it's not by Arlington. It's more near Auburn, up Black Diamond area.
Gotcha.
I know the one you're talking about. I forgot the name, but the thing is, Bob would know we had to set up with the person to set it all up on a certain date, right? We had a certain date where they're gonna come out, do the shooting, the whole ceremony, with the American flag and fold it. So we had a date. We had family come up here from Oregon, some from California, for the funeral because my father was loved by a lot of people. He raised us kids since I was a baby. No mom, no nothing. He raised 3 kids all by himself. Worked his whole life and basically damaged his body for everybody, right? Yeah. So family came up. We go to the cemetery. And, and you're supposed to, you go to the front desk to check in. And we go check in. Like, oh, we don't have you for today's date.
We're like, what?
We're like, what? No, we don't have you here. And so we call back the place that's supposed to set it all up. Yeah, we wrote it down. It's not going to happen for 2 more weeks.
Yeah,
we're like, what? Dude, this is the date you guys gave us.
Yeah.
This is the date. We have people, guys, listen to this, people in the chat. We have people, family, waiting for the ceremony. And guess what? We don't get to have one. They didn't even have the head case for it yet, to put on the wall yet.
Nothing
yet. So what we had to do, the old-fashioned style, we made our own. We had to do our own ceremony, right?
Our own funeral.
Good, right? Okay, and get this. It was sunny. And this is really happened, guys. It's no lie. It was sunny. It was clear.
We
all did our speeches, right? We all did our speeches. As soon we did our speeches, it just poured down rain. I mean, just like Seattle rain usually like trickles. It's not like heavy rain like the East Coast. It just started puddling down. It was like buckets. But then, and then we all finally got in the car. As soon as we got in the car, the sun, the clouds opened up and a beam of light. This is no lie. We're not lying. We're not trying to sell this, but it was like the most strangest thing because not just because of the rain. They had the date out for 2 more weeks. Listen, how many people are going to have funerals a month later? And so somehow it changed. You want to call that a Mandela effect? I don't know. You guys call it whatever you want.
Yeah, that was weird.
And it was sunny while we got there, pouring down, soaking rain. As soon as we got in the car, beam of light starts to come down, like the rain went away from the rest of the day.
The whole family's like, "Are you seeing this, man?" It was cool. But Eric, I'm over here, like during the week, I was telling you, it fucking come down like that with hailstones, huge ones. We're like, I go, my God. I go, this is weird because this is the week that Dad would have died on the anniversary of like the 27th, 28th, between those 2 days, which was Memorial Day at that time. And back in 2012, Memorial Day fell on that date. And the same kind of shit. And then now the blood moon is coming on the date he would have died at that time in 2012. Anyway, personal only, guys. Only personal for me and Eric. Nothing significant. No Mandelas, but we just think it was fucking really cool. And now I'm like, it's kind of special. It's kind of special.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok last night talking about like the Mayan calendar and some Aztec calendars talking about this blood moon in May 26, 2021 being like the rebirth and renewal of this world. So it all connects. And the fact that he passed away at 2012, the other doomsday date, wow, what just some strange anomalies and connections. it could be Mandela, but I think it's just the grand design, the creator's blueprint to this universe.
Yeah. Here's a question right here. Somebody put in the question. Hey guys, what do you think about Earth being terraformed to accommodate Draco reptilians from Moon? Reptilians need a less oxygen and they like dry radioactive environment.
Well,
what do you think of that?
The fact that we joke about being in a comic book, that is plausible because let's do the math. Let's just do the basic bullshit science behind it. Yeah, I seen that when I went to university, we had more oxygen. I must be misremembering because now we have 78% nitrogen, thanks to MA in England and Scott Harris. Yeah, and so it would be okay for them. Plus, we have larger lizard brains on the inside of our head, but everything about it would seem to be that would be plausible. I would call it whatever you want to have happen or think about within this matrix is plausible. It actually is, and I debunk. However, I put it on the table because of the weird inaccuracies there. Constant inaccuracies to everything. Everything is like, is this being terraformed? And I think of that too. That's why it's there. And it's not silly because I think of it too. I sit here and I think, are we under alien invasion, man? Because now they're turning up everywhere. I can't tell you how many times I saw what I debunk first, but call an extra or a UFO. But yeah, it's unidentified. I couldn't put my finger on it. I was in the military, part of a group that looked for certain things in the sky, and I could not. This did not make any sense to me when I saw these. I have seen the Tic Tac. Yes, I've seen it several times. Just slowly move across the sky, and I have to stop and I'm sitting there and go, what the fuck are you? Really? I have to say, this is what I say. Really? Come on, man. Really? I don't go clapping. I don't have like a moment where I'm doing a handstand. I'm like this. This is what the hell is that? This is a comic book or what? And so again, it's ironic, but it is that way to me. So yeah, go for it, dude. To me, it's plausible. Absolutely.
Yeah. You already know she's right up my alley. Svetlana, yes. The moon and the sun are deities. If we've ever been there, yes, we're engineering and we have bases on the dark side of the moon. If the aliens haven't been there already, there might be Nazis on the dark side of the moon, just like Iron Sky coming race. And under our feet in Middle Earth, just like the second movie. And I believe there are thousands of continents beyond the ice wall. Extraterrestrials, terra means land. They're just from other land, other continents. Outer space, the outer, not upper space. We keep looking to upper space, but I'm looking to outer space out there. And there is so many legends of Draconian and Mantis Man legends going into Nessie, even the Pensacola Serpent, Godzilla, King Kong. These are titans, and they are true. And the stories come to light, and they're creeping through at the right time right now. Zillafoot's coming out this summer, and I think it's going to be a little sneak peek into our next year, man. Yeah. UFOs are just the beginning of it. UAPs, there's going to be the coming of Christ. But is it a hologram or is it our real savior?
I've said the same thing. I've said the same thing. Is it a hologram? This is where everybody out there people hate us because we do a lot of debunking, even though, like, you said, no, I know that I've said certain things, but I have to debunk first because you could be fooled. Like he said, all of a sudden, there's a hologram of Joshua or Yeshua, Jesus coming down. All of a sudden, everyone's bowing on the ground. Well, we don't know if it's a hologram. We don't know if we're trapped in a bubble right now. And all of that up there is just a big-ass computer screen making fake shit. We don't know this yet. We got to be able to debunk first. But at the same time, we need to open up our options too and just not be too closed off. Eric, go for it.
Never believe in something at 100%. Always leave yourself out. Like here, I'm gonna let me show this one clip here. Like, it's hard to know what's real nowadays. Here's just a clip. Look at this car. Like, who knows this is real or not? This is somewhere like in China. Watch this little footage right here.
Yeah.
Watch this car. So like, is that real? Is it fake? Is it camera? Some people might think that is real, but you got to leave yourself a way out because you don't know what's real or not. You don't know what somebody's making up nowadays.
You don't know what's fake and what's real anymore.
100%. With all the deep fakes and so much of these face changer apps, you can star in an action movie or you can assassinate the president back in 1964. Like it's crazy times. So we just have to stay straight and narrow and try not to, give in to these evil Terminators. Really, it's the robots. There was just a zombie movie released, Army of Darkness, and some of the times when the zombies were killed off, they spec'd like they were robots and machines. And I'm starting to think, some of us who have been operated on and worked on might have nanoparticles in them and turn into robots here in a couple months or a couple years when they activate power.
Now here's another one. Now here's another one. And why these are supposed to be interesting is because these are supposed to be caught by the cameras that to give people tickets, whatever. Highway cameras. These are all captured by an actual camera that's for the cities and stuff. Like here, look at this one. See that car? You guys see that car go up in the air?
Yeah.
I see it up in the air.
Well, see, boom. See it? Half of it goes up.
That's pretty crazy.
Is that real? Is that not? I don't know.
And all the people going missing in the missing 401 cases, man, those are unexplainable. People vanish without a trace. The cadaver dogs will walk right to a cliff and then nothing in the forest, nothing nearby. They're being swallowed up or taken by the skies. I think there's something bigger going on. There's codes inside of all of us. We're all just vibrations. And if something malevolent can tap into the, frequencies and maybe turn us into waveform under their control, oh my gosh. We need to protect ourselves and our particles.
Now, they can manipulate that some people believe that a lot of this stuff is created fake on purpose to make us want to believe a certain way so they can make us all look like we're nuts, that we shouldn't be taken seriously. But let's see this one. Okay, there's a truck. Oh, see somebody just walked through? Can you see that, Bob? Here, let me go back a little bit. Now, watch. There's nobody there, but watch. You're going to see a guy walk through the truck, Bob. See that?
Yeah, I see him.
What the heck?
He just appeared.
Now,
there's a weird one at Ohio State that a guy was seen going into a bar, never seen leaving the bar. Brian Schaefer. They never found him, ever.
I seen that footage. I seen it, and I tried to debunk it. And there's he goes in, and it's weird, and he just disappears. Like there are people that go missing in a hotel motel. And they got them on the cameras walking around, and they make a turn, and the fuckers are gone. They're like gone. Or they'll go into a elevator, and the camera will catch them going in the elevator, and they go up to the floor. They open it up. There's nobody coming out.
Jeez, definitely unexplainable things happening.
Yeah, we got a lot of that. Like I said, David Paulides, you talk about, he's got nonstop information. He can't get enough. The dude is like steady with his stories, and they talk about even like was it staircases? The pictures of staircases
in the middle of the woods. Yep.
There's no reason for these staircases to be in the middle of the woods going up, and they just stop. Made of a type of old rock or whatever, just going up. It's like they just appeared, and people swear we've been this path hundreds of times. It's never been here before. Oh.
Now this one here is a Pope, apparently during the pandemic, looking at the glass. Yeah. And then this one totally disappears. Watch. Boom. Boom. Now, Bob, you said, Bob, you mentioned that you feel that the Queen is a CGI. And
she's not real.
If that's true, I'm not saying it's true, but why can't the Pope be CGI?
She's not real. I saw the same thing with Donald Trump and also Biden, where they had these camera angles where there was no shadow.
Yeah,
like,
and his top of his head was cut off.
And I'm like, what the fuck? They have no shadow. And it's just a regular live footage of them walking. I'm like, why didn't they just cast a shadow? I caught that. Or you got Biden doing weird stuff like where the camera is going, like a microphone is going through him and pulling back out. And they're saying, well, and I debunk, right? Because certain angles, certain zoom in apertures. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. I'm with you guys. I debunk first, but it's weird. It's just weird.
Yeah, I don't, America is the Matrix right now. I don't think our president is even there. I think this is a computer program. I'm pretty sure Kubrick filmed it along with the moon landing back in 64, just like I said before.
We are in the Matrix, Bob. It says here, thanks for subscribing, Hazel Fever. But you're never subscribed before? No, I've been, I heard people have been telling me, somebody been writing to me saying they all got knocked off. They all got knocked off from subscribes. Bob, because I believe in them because right now the subscriber number is fluctuating so crazy. 1 minute we're 300-400 above 1,300. Then the next minute we're below 12,998, and it's just like, and people are telling Eric we're getting knocked off.
Well, dude, I saw you at 14,000 a couple weeks ago, so it's been knocking you off.
Yeah, well, I told Eric I was at 666. This ain't a lie, man. I have people that watch my channel for a long time that actually take notes, and they go, "Dude, you were at 666 for well over a couple of weeks. It would not move from 666." And I'm like, what the hell? I'm getting hate posts. People unsub this. Was it one gal? Unsub this motherfucker. So he can, we can get him off 666, and it didn't work. And I was at 1,300. Now I'm at 911. I'm at 119 on the Robert Wood site. It's locked at 119. Okay, 1,190, and it's been that way. Here we are on this site. Everyone knows me, and they go to my site and they sub me. They go to Bigfoot here. They sub here. Everybody kind of subs off each other. That's how it works. How the fuck am I still at 1,190? This is how many years, Eric, I've been doing this? No. People are like, I subbed you and your sub didn't go up. I know. It don't go up. It's locks in number, numerical value.
I love Hobbs' sense of humor. I have 8 subscribers. I'm proud of my failure.
Hell yeah. The lower the safer, man. That's how I look.
Could this shit mean run? Because shit's going bad. All have gone underground. I know, right?
There's a lot of missing children. And one of my theories was that if they are building some underground ark, why would they? How would you just take children? They'd end up on David Paulides' show with Missing 911. It's easier to have a mass shooting and then chalk them off as been murdered, and then they could just easily take them and put them into the Cairo chamber or wherever they're going to go in the ark. These people
That's
that are
what
missing.
they're doing with the pandemic. Yeah, all those numbers, they're just putting those people into their little new community. It's pretty wild.
Here's another glitch video of a boxer boxing nobody. Look, he's boxing an invisible person.
I think they took it out. The Matrix. He's fighting Agent Smith. You guys can't see him.
Exactly.
He's fighting Agent Smith. How many of you guys have ever got to fight with Agent Smith?
The Invisible Man was a pretty good one, how they put that nanotechnology on you and you can become cloaked, and they have that. Of course, the military's been using it for years, but soon it's going to be civilian able, and that's pretty scary. How everybody's going to be Kevin Bacon and Hollow Man creeping around. Oh, my gosh. You're going to have electric fences just to stop that kind of stuff. That's what kind of security we're leading to in the future. It's going to be some wild nanobot stuff. I Am Legend, iRobot, Robert Neville. I'm the last surviving man.
I agree with Bob was taken out.
It just seems odd to me and they die at a certain perfect date and then they're gone now. It's like they're getting the golden ticket. Next thing you know, Tom Hanks is going to have a heart attack. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a perfect date for the heart attack. Like it's going to add up to a 13 or an 11 or a 77. By the way, 7s are getting pretty fucking dominant now and all over the place. Anyway, been really pushing hard with the sevens and a lot of things now, especially with changes. But if you believe in that shit,
well,
yeah, there's gonna be a specific date.
Bob,
guys.
I think right now, right here, we can make a positive change for somebody.
A positive change.
A positive change. Guys, this is how we're going to make a positive change. I want you guys to go to Hobbs' channel right now. Get him above 8.
Get him above 8. Let's do a
Get
positive
him above 8.
That's
make him have a great day. Come on, people. If we do one good thing today, say, I subscribe to Hobbs.
Well, I see Joey in there. Joey will go subscribe. Joey, go fucking sub Hobbs, and the rest of the people will follow you. Just don't lead them into a volcano, Bendejo. Just get them subbing. That's it. No more volcanoes for you.
Let's check out this glitch video.
You're banned from volcano areas.
Let's see what happens here. What's going on here? Okay, I see 2 damaged cars. Oh. Okay, I see. What? Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Hold on. Oh, let's see that. Yeah, see that. Hold on. Listen to that. So, guys walking. A car comes. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's go back. That was kind of interesting. Here, let's go back. I don't know what was about these 2 cars right here. I didn't see anything crazy, but here.
Well, it looked like a ladder or something hit it.
Well, that's the second part. This is the first part. This is like another.
Okay.
Oh, there's a cop. Oh, here we go. We'll see. There's a guy walking on the street.
Yeah, a men in black.
And then a car, and then.
Boom. I think that was real. Wow. It wasn't his time yet.
Oh, that's fake.
That was a weird one.
Disappearing. I think that was fake.
That's easy. You can do that yourself. We'll debunk that one.
I follow and I posted my channel too. Everybody should follow me.
I'm just trying to see if they're showing this slow motion.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I guess not. I guess I was wrong.
These are cool ones, man. These are all Matrix involved things happening.
Well, let's see here.
Very good.
Oh, guys, we made a difference. I'm going to show you guys.
What's he up to now?
Hold on. I'm going to show you guys this. This is the power of friendship. He's got 14 now.
My God. That's 7 plus 7. That's 77. It's 2 sevens.
It all connects.
Yes. My God. This is great. We're performing magic right now. We're doing magic powers. And now he's up to 14. This is great.
Anybody else got a channel that wants some help with a few more?
I posted mine on there. Everybody should follow me by now. I hope they have. But YouTube does shadow ban, and once you're talking about Bigfoot and ghosts and political corruptness, they're going to hit you with everything they got. So we just have to stick together and use the bartering system like this. Trade a little knowledge for a little bit of food. That's all we can do.
You're good. Eric and I have found out we've had a lot of guests come on here, and they will out sub us once they start their own shows by a lot. Like he'll go way past, like, hey, we remember us. They go way to fuck up. Like you're gonna go way to fuck up. You're gonna go way up there. Don't sweat it, man. You're gonna go. You're positive, dude.
Seriously, that is so weird. Like I'm trying to find. Where is it? Here we go. I'm gonna. We had a guy named Viz, a good friend of ours. When he came on our channel, I can't remember. We were at, I don't know, like 3,000 or something.
Yeah.
And he was like at 600 or something. Yeah. The guy's got 20K now. He's got 20K.
Yeah, not to take away from his ability because he was just badass. The guy's fucking awesome. I love him.
Yeah. He's great. He's great.
He's just good.
But you never know.
He was an up and starter. Just come on here and like, bam, boom, wow. He exploded, man. Yeah, you'll be there, man. You'll be there pretty soon too. You'll be up there.
It's all in due time, and that's not even necessarily the goal. I've already accomplished many things on my goal list. And, you know, if we're talking numbers, just go to TikTok. I just hit 5K and Instagram, 4,500, you know, numbers, junk, info, greatness, you know.
But this guy's awesome right
my
here.
energy. That's undeniable. And I know that.
Guys, this guy here only has 78 people. What about this guy? Come on.
That's great content right there. Yeah, follow those.
Yeah, I had to warn Eric. I said, the guys down at the intelligence department is not going to allow us to go after a certain number because then we become too popular and then, you know, we're blown. We can't do our shit. So Eric has to understand that. I keep trying to explain to him, we're not going to be able to go up a certain number. The guys at the intelligence offices, no, it ain't going to happen. But, Eric, your sideshow should be able to go up because it's not connected to this. You'll be okay.
Now, guys, he got his link in here too. So check your buddy out. Go to his site.
Yes.
Click on him.
This is an encouragement site, or encouragement show within the Matrix.
We're in the Matrix. We got to help each other out because the Matrix ain't helping us.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to get everybody up there. Boosted.
Like here, he's crushing metal. He's a musician himself. He's got a lot of music channels.
Well, I like nerds. I'm going to be honest with you. I like comics. I love nerds. I love music. I love people that are creative, writers, the real stock. I call it the real stock.
This is Bigfoot. Bigfoot channels.
Yeah, I just uploaded a video today in a famous Civil War battleground that took place in a graveyard. And then there's a colonial ghost that haunts the basement of the church, found in a long nightgown, kind of like the grandfather in Willy Wonka. So it's pretty spooky stuff. And then the other videos, you know, Florida caverns. I interviewed two brothers that had some encounters with fairies and gremlins and pixies, and they're from Hidden Relief, and they have actually big fans of the Horror Talk show and Eric's, you know, talks on Gypsy Road, of course, and your guys's. And he's trying to be on here soon, but he's finishing school and just, you know, working a lot. So I tried to squeeze it in. I was trying to get him here on this show. So, you know, keep an eye out on the backstage if someone else hops in and pops in. That's cool. Him. And we can talk to him firsthand about his encounters with these fairies and ghouls, and then the short-faced bear, the hog-nosed bear, and then he's been on a couple of Bigfoot investigations with myself too. We actually just checked out this abandoned house recently, and we were doing like, he was looking out at the street, and then I would go in, and then I looked out the street, and then he went in. And he got a picture of a face in one of the windows when I was exploring. And then he saw a figure while driving by, a big silhouette. So it's some spooky stuff. And he just posted about it this morning. It's really cool.
Yep. And guys,
awesome.
Also, I put Bigfoot also on my Reddit page. So if you guys go to my Reddit page, you know, I try to put a variety of different things on there. Like the Blair Witch ending. But here's one about Hitler's monsters, a supernatural history of the Third Reich.
Yeah.
I got this on here. Here's clouds under the Jupiter. The quest for the Holy Grail. Maybe's Medela made a video about the Cardinians song.
Cool.
Here's one about the protector of the Ark of Covenant, Journey to the End. These are the people that supposedly guard the Ark. Here's our Bigfoot friend. His videos up here. Horror Talks up here. There's a video a guy does Bigfoots. Hazel just did one about Back to the Future. The
flux capacitor.
The capacitor change.
I watched that one. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. It's upside down, I guess, now.
Yeah. Oh, we'll play it in a second. We'll do for fun.
Yeah.
And then here's one about the search of the lost Ark. Warehouse horror stories, ghosts of Highway 20. So I try to put a variety like top 10 Ed Lorraine scariest moments. Here's my new music video, Twisted Sister. We're not going to take it. UFO sightings. So and the reason why I had to start Reddit because I kept getting banned from everybody's Reddit page. I'm serious. I kept getting banned. It's like they only want their own truth. And if you put something on there, dude, they fucking banned you.
I didn't see my video up there.
There. I'll show you. I'll show you. I just want to show. Like, here, look. You've been permanently banned from Baby Metal.
Okay.
You've been permanently banned from Star Wars. I mean, you've been permanently banned from Ghost Adventures. I mean, that's why I had to do my own channel. Bob, you're here. Your last video's on here. Let me scroll down. I got to prove to Bob that he's on here.
You don't have to put. I'm banned.
No, you don't believe me. Hold on.
I've been banned in
Bob.
Iraq.
Lizard people are real. David Icke was right.
I've been banned in Iraq, North Korea, China, I think, and Syria. So I'm upset about that. That's my favorite audience. They always ban me in certain countries.
Where the fuck are you? You right here.
Oh, I am.
And the beastest end of the world show ever. PTS 2.
Yeah.
See? You're on here.
Yes.
Wasn't that your last one that you did?
Yeah, but I was the
you
old man.
You don't make a lot of them, so
no.
You know, and I put videos on here daily. And I tell you what, Bob, just for you, I'm going to do this just for you. I'm going to prove it. It means your video was approved by me.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, mine's strictly for codes for the Resistance, the Underground factions. Mine's strictly for them. It's all codes, so you guys have to know the codes to understand what's going on. You'd be lost. People are complaining like, dude, your music is louder than your voice. I said, yeah, I know. It's supposed to be. It hides the algorithm. The algorithm is confused because my way I talk. It is. All
right. Well,
here we go.
Let's play one of our friends' channel. Yes. One of his videos. Bigfoot videos here. Let's hear what he says. This one is called The Colonel Ghost of St. Luke's. Here we go.
Can't hear him.
St. Luke's Episcopal Church. Pretty peaceful place during the day. But flashback decades ago, there was a Civil War fight fought right here. People died right on top of these graves. They were hiding behind the gravestone, taking cover. There's a stone over there that's chipped away at the top. Very cool. But the coolest story of this church is the ghost that lurks in the basement. It's an old man from colonial times, dressed in one of those white long gowns, kind of like the grandfather in Charlie's Chocolate Factory. I've been looking every time I pass here, at night, day, and everything. Haven't seen anything, but I surely feel them. This graveyard has a bunch of politicians and famous Freemasons as well, so the vibes are here.
Now I do. Hold on. Hold on a second. I do have a question. I actually do have a question for him. Now, first of all, guys, he reminds me a lot of like his channel reminds me a lot of like our friend Grandpa's World, where they're not 2 hours, they're not 1 hour, they're fast, 1 minute, 2 minutes, variety of different times. But I have a question, and we got to know. I think Bob, you might want to know this question too.
What's that?
Now, you said in your video that you haven't seen him, but you felt him. So when you said you felt him, was that sexual?
Yeah. How did you feel him?
How did you feel him?
Yeah, the very first time I visited the graveyard was at night, and it was very misty and just mysterious, and we didn't know where to park, and it was just such a stunning night that I just felt some kind of presence inside the gates just watching us, and I felt like we were kind of intruding on his peaceful night. And then ever since, when I drive by and home from work, I try to peer into the windows, and sometimes I catch a sight of eyes, but it might just be pareidolia or my mind playing with me.
You're avoiding the question. Did he sexually touch you?
No, not physically, but inside, I definitely felt presence of angels.
That's
and
good.
Bob's place. You said your house, the place you're staying at the moment. You said yourself that you felt that house is haunted, and didn't you say one time that one of the places they touched you was on your leg?
Actually, I got scratched on my leg. 3 scratches on one leg,
Now,
and then I got
maybe you got a
tapped on the
kinky
shoulder.
ghost because kinky people are known to scratch you. Was it a kinky ghost? Was it like a
No,
50
no kinky
Shades?
ghost.
Is it 50 Shades of Ghost? Come on.
Not 50 Shades of Ghost. It was strictly a violent thing that it got my leg. 3 distinct scratches on my leg, and then I got tapped on my shoulder. Like I had a roommate who we didn't talk about it, and I stood there in one spot and I said, "Hey man, I got tapped on my shoulder." And before I could finish my sentence, this person freaked the fuck out and said, "I got tapped on my fucking shoulder in the same spot." I said, "Right here?" Yeah. Tap, 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 tap. like a rapid tap. It's like a tap, almost an energy tap. Like tap, 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 right on the back shoulder. Wow. I said, "Oh shit, great, we're haunted here. Fuck yeah, that's cool. I like haunted houses." So yes, I'm in a haunted house. I like it. I'm not afraid of anything, so I don't mind it. They know that I'm not afraid, so I don't care. I'm in a dark basement area as it is right now. This is kind of a haunted spot. We've gotten the results. We should do the hand thing.
This guy is our friend. Doing a live show right now. He's our friend from the Iraq or somewhere. So I'm gonna say hi to him, saying we're watching him live on our live show. Hello, friend. We are watching you live on my live show.
Inception, man. It's the Matrix. We might crack the code right now. We might have just found the formula to success.
He's in Iraq. Maybe
Iraq,
in
Iran. Saddam Hussein had those, ancient relics of time travel that Bub was so much after.
Well, he had the weapon of mass destruction.
He just said hello. So he just recognized us, so he knows we're there. Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
He's saying hello to everybody on his live channel. You are live with us. How are you?
Yeah, say hello to everybody.
Let me ask him a question. Have you ever been touched by a ghost? Our people wants to know. Our people want to know. Let's see what he says. Let's see if he asks this question. He's really cool, guys. He's really cool.
I doubt if he answers that question.
People wants to know. Suka.
What? Okay, he stopped. So I think he's reading it.
Not yet, man.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. No ghost. All right. Have a good show.
Well, they don't have the ghost over there. They have Jinn over there. They have Jinn.
You're right.
Yeah.
The first code to breaking free in the Matrix is watching the Animatrix, the 9 animated movies that give a little bit more background to how it all fell down, because the machines took over and then they started becoming conscious, and then they put them in the Middle East in a small little slum, and then they treated them like bad refugees and criminals. So, of course, they started a disdain for humans, and they got a little bit stronger over time. And then they realized that they, could use us for bigger things. And then humans thought that they get their source of power from the sun, so they blacked out the skies. And then, of course, the machines are like, hey, we can't get the sunlight. We're going to use you guys for the power. And that's how they put us in the pods, and then the rest is history, and that's how Neo has to break us out. So it's just some crazy stuff. I feel like the Matrix is taking over right now, and we're stuck right now.
Yeah. Are we stuck in a pod, you think? I mean, are we all like in some kind of individual chamber, and we're just living our life, I wonder?
We might be
free. I don't know.
Once we break free and then either, go in spirit form up to the firmament or down to hell, either the pod locks or unlocks, and maybe you get to enjoy heaven's kingdom or be an eternal slave.
Yeah. I want to be an evil dictator. That's what I want to do in heaven.
Let's check
I
out.
want to wear really disgusting, stupid suits and dictate.
Now let's check this out.
Yeah.
Bob and I actually did a show a week or maybe 2 weeks ago. Actually, we did a Mandela Effect Back to the Future rewatch. And I don't know, we talked too much about the flux capacity, but let's see what he's talking about the flux capacity. I know we showed it, but I don't know what exactly what we said, and let's see what he says about it. Let's see. Flux capacitor Mandela effect. Let's see. Good music. Okay, Mandela effect chat. Okay. Flux. Okay, what did he say here? The flux capacitor looks different than before, and is also now upside down in the movie. Okay, let's see. Now, and I want to make this part important. Why I'll tell you guys a shout out why you should listen, you should watch his Mandela Effect channel, just because. Look, he wrote, take a look and let us know what you remember.
Yeah.
So he's not telling you what you should remember. He's asking you, what do you remember? And that's the proper way of having a discussion.
Yeah, leave it up to the individual. And don't coach and answer. Like a lot of these sites will coach and answer. They will coach and answer. And you're like, oh, wait, I think I do remember it that way. No, Matt, you put up the evidence, say what you think of it, and either post it or write it down, but don't coach and answer. That's bad. That's no.
Here we go. Let's see. Okay, so he's pointing to the squares. There's squares and a circle.
Well, that's the flux capacitor.
That's the flux capacitor. Now, that's a drawing. Now, hopefully in this video, he has what it looks like in the movie, because I know he did diagrams in the movie, but I was never really looking at his diagram.
That's the problem.
I remember from the actual real footage of what it looks like in the car.
Yeah.
So let's see if he has that in here. So it's more diagrams, and there's a picture of him holding it up.
Mm-hmm.
Has that? Okay. Like I said, I want to know what it looks like in the car. Oh, somebody got a tattoo of it. Okay, hold on. He's pointing an arrow from the movie Jack and the Beanstalk from the...
No, I don't think that's part of it. I think it's just where the arrow goes down.
Okay.
Maybe.
It could be. I'm trying to... But why would... There's got to be a meaning, because why would you put that picture there, Jack and the Beanstalk? Is he in the chat?
Jack and the Beanstalk, man. There's worlds in our skies. I'm always saying that. Castles in the clouds.
There's Hazel right there. Hazel. What's the meaning with the Jack and the Beanstalk? Is it what Bigfoot say? Because I see you have an arrow from the castle. Is that supposed to mean from the sky, like right in the sky? It was in the movie. It was in the movie, Jack and the Beanstalk. Huh? Really? Huh? Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I remember. I just walked, guys. Just on my birthday on May 8th. Oh, here it goes. That is on the blackboard in the movie. Oh, wow. Remember, I just watched this movie back on the big screen on my birthday on May 8th on the big screen.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't remember this being in the background. I'm going to have to check that out just to see this poster. That's a good one. I like that. Okay, let's go. Let's go continue. Hey, Bigfoot, I don't remember. He actually played in a kind of a slow burn horror movie where he was actually a serial killer. Do you remember what that movie was called?
No, I don't.
Christopher Lloyd. Yeah, he played in it wasn't bad. It's a slow burn, but he's actually a serial killer in it.
Wow.
That's kind of scary. I like the guy. I don't want to think of him like that.
I know he's in a new movie that just came out recently. I haven't seen it yet though.
Okay, flex capacitor. You can buy it. Now, so far we're seeing the diagram. It's the diagram.
I know. I'm dying to see what it looks like in the car.
That's exactly. You can obviously see it's what he drew, the original, when he fell off the whatever chair and he drew the diagram. This is the one he drew. Yeah, like on a piece of wrinkled paper. That's what he would draw it on. Oh, I see what he's doing.
I love the music, man. It's like suspense, right? Show me the car. Show me the car.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Something wrong with the starter, so I hit it. Here. After I fell off my toilet, I drew this.
Toilet.
No, right?
Flux capacitor.
Here we go.
It's upside down.
It worked.
It's upside down.
Yeah.
In the car, it's upside down. So on the diagram, the point is up, like the old peace symbol, and now it turning around, it's upside down. So now it goes the 2 points. Yeah. Okay, I see what he's saying. So he's saying it reversed itself in the car, where it used to be the way he drew it in the diagram, where the point was up on top in the car, but now it's turned upside down. It reversed itself in the movie. That's what he's saying. Now I'm trying to remember. Now that's the part I got to be honest with people. I don't remember. That's if that was your thing and you watched the movie 1,000 times and that's your memory, then that's your memory. I can't contribute because I don't remember. I can't tell you that if he drew it on paper, then when he put it in the car, he reversed it. But why would they do that? Why would the directors put it in one way on the paper?
It matched the drawing. Then it changed.
Okay, that's what you say. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that because it'd be weird to draw it one way and then put it upside down. So it's an individual thing, guys. Out he's putting out there. He's a cool dude. It's an individual thing. It's how you remember it. I wish I could contribute. I don't remember.
I found that serial killer movie he played in. It's called "I Am Not a Serial Killer."
Ah.
Yeah, and it's a slower type of burn, but he's actually a serial killer in this movie. But like I said, if you like slower burn movies, then you'll probably like this. It wasn't bad at all. It was just you just got a slow burn with the movie.
It looks like Macaulay's brother, Kyron Culkin, or Rory Culkin. But yeah, it's Macaulay's little brother is the kid, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, it does look like him.
Not that one, but the other kid you were clicking on up top.
Oh.
Now I'm thinking,
Yeah,
okay,
that
so
kid.
I'm
Or it's
thinking about,
Caleb Landry, but he's from the Get Out. He's the white dude in Get Out who was being really racist, the brother.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
Bob,
no matter
what
what,
do you
yeah, I'm
think,
gonna have
Bob?
to watch that.
no, I'm thinking about the flux capacitor. Now, in my mind, it's the way I feel about the Medal of Honor. Now, I worked at the Museum of Flight. I cleaned the cases. I stared at the Medal of Honor every fucking day, and I said, "When do I get mine?" You know, you dream at the Medal of Honor, ex-military. The point of the Medal of Honor, the star, the point was always on top. The point was always on top. And now in this comic book, I call it, guys, not fucking whatever, it's turned upside down, and now the 2 points have the lanyard that goes around it. It connects to the 2 points, so the star is turned upside down. And I'm looking at this. If he's saying it's the same way, it's switched upside down, and then you have basically the devil, the Baphomet, the Baphomet head again, or the devil's head, or what, I don't know what you want to call it. This fucking comic book, but they always have the 2 horns up. So it's got the 2 horns, so it's switched itself upside down, just like the Medal of Honor. And I'm just throwing my opinion out there, guys, and throw it away. Most likely, it's garbage. And I'm seeing a lot of that inversion of horns representing horns. You understand?
Yeah.
Moses has horns now. In if you remember it that way, you don't remember. Even Zeus has ram's horns now in statues. All these deities have horns.
Oh yeah, and they call the best ever the goat.
Has eyes.
Yeah.
Look at it. They make it look like he has eyes now. There's 2 red eyes. You got like the nose. And if you look at the diagram, he drew up, you do see the 3 circles.
Yeah.
But then he drew a rectangle square, and you're looking at it like there's no rectangle part with the circle attached to the straight line.
Yeah.
And of course, the picture shows, like you said, the line going straight up, but actually in the car, it's upside down.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so what we have is when it goes the other way, the way it's in the diagram, the way it's drawn, you've got the triangle that goes this way, which is masculine. And so now that it's upside down and they're up, it's feminine. It's reversed. That's a feminine sign. They're
trying to get rid of masculinity. I probably have less testosterone than you guys, just because the numbers have been dwindling. Each generation, just because of what we eat and how we live. It's very sad. So then that starts to have its repercussions, and of course they're pushing a bunch of femininity online and everywhere. And we've already talked about it. There has to be a balance. Masculinity is sacred. Femininity is holy. They both need to exist. You can't just establish one as the hierarchy. It's a sad reality.
How about this, Bob? Bob, look at these numbers on this picture. So there's numbers here on the flux capacitor picture. Do you see if those numbers mean anything? Because in the middle line, there's a number 213141. Then beneath it, there's numbers 1614.
I can't see. I mean, I'm blind. You have to.
Yeah. And on top, the first row looks like it's an X, X, Y, X6, X.
I'll have to do the math on it. I don't know. I have to do the math on it, but
I'm just curious if the numbers have some kind of meaning in it. With those numbers that we're not looking at.
Yeah, it probably is. I'll have to look at it.
You ladies see the Egyptian deity?
Fuck off. The Egyptian deity. Type it in. Let's take a look. Yeah. Type it in. Yeah, that's the masculine triangle. Upside down inverted is the female. So we're becoming feminized. I don't know.
We are.
I'm only saying it based off one thing, which means it's completely debunkable. So Tony, relax out there. He's already debunked it. Basing it off the way I remember the Medal of Honor, and to me that's a huge invert, man. That's like slapping the face invert. So is this the deity? What the fuck? Shut up. Shut the back door. This is a joke, right?
Wow, what's so special about this one? I'm serious. I don't know.
What's special about it? What the hell is it? I've never seen it a day in my life. That's a joke. This is a joke, right? No, that's a joke.
You got cute two birds. You got a ghost in the middle wearing a robe.
This is an Egyptian hieroglyph. It was nothing like that. What is it?
They have
What is
little cartoon ghosts. That's pretty cool. That looks more nice.
No, this is a joke.
Fresno Nightcrawler. Remember those guys I was telling you guys about? That's your hometown deity.
Yeah.
This is a joke, right? This is no MA. This is a joke, right? Is this really a hieroglyph? This can't be a hieroglyph. It's got to be a joke.
Well, I mean, I typed it into Google. I mean,
okay.
Here, let me see. Let me hit all. Is there an ancient Egyptian religion? Midget is a god mentioned in the Book of the Dead. His ghost-like portrayal in an illustration in the Greenfield Papyrus earned him popularity in the modern Japanese culture, including as a character in a video game and animation.
It's a joke.
It's a video game now.
No, I took Egyptology and failed that class. Who cares? But it was too hard. But no.
Well, it says Majid is a low-level Egyptian god who has a cameo in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Here it is. I know the name of submitter among them who belongs to the house of Osiris, who shoots with his eye, yet is unseen, and ridiculously adorable little toy Majids.
What the fuck? Well, put up his. He made a comment. I have never seen that before in my life. Okay.
It's in the Book of the Dead now. Do you see the changes in the ancient? Gotta go locate it in the.
Yeah, now the Book of the Dead is all emojis. I think that's.
Well, it's all emojis, I guess. Yeah, it's what it apparently is. It looks like what was that thing called on the Munsters? Or was it the Munsters? Or was it the Addams Family where that had that hairy guy that come out with
the brother?
What's he called again?
Cousin It.
Cousin
It. So we got Cousin It.
And that
in
links
the Book of the
to
Dead.
Christopher Lloyd too.
Cousin It in the Book of the Dead. Come on, man. It's Cousin It. That's him. That would be the new Book of the Dead. Did they in fact take this to debunk it? Did it always exist and this came from that passage to the Book of the Dead? Is that where this character came from?
Hey Bob, it's you.
Yes. Wow, that's good. I'm still getting over the Queen's chambers, the Queen mummy. There was no queens, no chambers for no queens ever. There was males only. There were no queens chambers. So now we've got Cousin It in the Book of the Dead.
That's so cute.
That looks like No Face from Spirited Away. Now we're getting really into the anime and cartoon world, like I said before.
It's like it's crossing over into there it is.
We're going digital. You know, the world is going to be virtual reality here soon, and that all connects with the code. We are all the code. Break free from the numbers.
Cousin It, yeah, Cousin It, yeah. Thank you. Mandela.
It's not a joke.
Pennywise.
Yeah. Cousin It is now actually.
He wrote, did I already ask you this? In the Village People music video, YMCA, they no longer do the arm moves for YMCA. They also look very confused and bemused at the audience doing it during live shows.
Correct. So let me confirm this.
Hold on. Before you confirm it, let me get this straight. In the YMCA video, it's famous because they did the YMCA. You're saying in that video they no longer do the hands?
No. So
then how they know that? How they know the symbol of the dance if they never did it?
It's crazy. I wish we could look at it. He made a post at the end of one of our videos. I caught it at the last section. Someone said, "Hey man, he put a thing down there." I went ahead and emailed him and said, "I'll take a look at it as a scientist and give you my honest opinion." Now, no coaching. He did not coach me. He did not tell me a fucking word. Nothing. So I sat and watched it with somebody else from England, and the first thing we noticed was they're just doing the moves, and we're like, where's the YMCA? They're not doing it. They're like, dude, they're just doing some dance moves.
I can't play it because this is.
But they got the arms up, but there is no YMCA. Oh, also look at the stop. Go back to that guy. Also, that guy is not. He's not a construction. He was a construction worker. He's not a construction worker. He's an electrician.
Hold on.
He's an electrician.
I'll find that image. Let me take it off just so YouTube don't. Hold on. Let me see if I get that image of that guy. Yeah, they're just dancing regular.
He was a construction worker, but he's an electrician now. He's carrying an electrician's belt, and he's carrying a white helmet with the lightning bolt, which is an electrician's helmet.
My shirt has a little bit of Mandela effect, integrity too, because remember Arthur, everybody was debating if he was an anteater or an aardvark. Well, I always thought he was an anteater, but aardvark is a very interesting word because it starts with 2 A's. So it's one of the first words in a dictionary. And it was always my dad's favorite word. So we named the football team after them, the Varks. So let's just say Arnold or Arthur were aardvarks.
Aardvarks now, not anteaters.
There's the electrician with his shirt off.
Yeah, he's not a construction worker. He's an electrician. Yeah, make sure we get that clear. He's got the electrical stuff. And there it is. Like, there's the 2 arrows I showed you before. I caught the 2 arrows. It's the same arrow that's in. Yeah. Thank you for doing that. It's the same arrow that's in Hillary Clinton's ads. And those arrows are showing up in a lot of things now. Those arrows.
Freddie Mercury.
He looks like our cousin Gary.
Tell him that.
Here's that video. It says here, Village People YMCA official music video, 1978.
Of course. 7 and then put 8 horizontal. Infinity 7777.
There you go. Yeah. So and they have the extra guy now. They've got the military soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have a soldier. They didn't have the fucking. So there was no military guy, but now there's a military guy.
Yeah, there's only 4. There was only 4 winners. YMCA.
Yeah, YMCA. Yeah, and they got the military guy. There was no military guy ever in fucking. But there is. Okay, so he found that I wanted to bring, but I can't bring it up because it don't belong to me. So now that he brought it up, yes, I confirmed it. I sent him back an email saying, "Dude, straight up, there's no YMCA. How the fuck do I know this? It's embarrassing to know that." But yeah.
My favorite is Bernstein and Bernstein, And I meant to show you guys this little Game Boy Advance game that we have of the Bernstein Bears, and it has AIN at the end. And I thought it was always Bernstein, And I know it's Berenstein, but I always said Bern. So that it's like a double one.
Yeah, it went from Jewish to non-Jewish. A lot of it's on my table. Eric and I are now Jewish. We found out from our grandma's side, so now we can make comments, but without getting in trouble. So we're not, Eric, going to get in trouble for making Jewish comments anyway, because we are in fact Jewish, but our grandma's side. Anyway, yeah, a lot of anything to do with the Jewish culture is now changing.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now here we go, Bob.
It's not bad saying that, by the way.
The reason that I scrolling down my channel, you see that we did a picture called "We Are All One on This Planet," and I used the picture of the Village People, and I see Donald Trump as the cop, I see the Pope as the leather guy, me with the wife beater shirt, I see Obama, I see you as the cowboy, and I see Pocahontas lady. But I don't see a soldier in this picture. Who's supposed to be the soldier?
How would you not have the soldier there? He has to. There's always been a soldier. There's always been a soldier in the comic book. In this comic book, there's always been a soldier.
Weird, isn't it? There's no soldier in our picture.
Yeah, they sung a Navy song too, which is embarrassing as fuck. American Navy song. And he's dressed up, the soldier's dressed up as a Navy guy, a Navy officer. What the fuck? It's embarrassing, man. Don't be dressing up as a Navy officer. That's embarrassing on shit. So yeah, that's oh, he's got more. Hold on. Inmate's got more. Put it up there. What do you got?
Can you spot the Mandela effect in the film Little Monsters, which stars Fred Savage? Just wondering. Also, the big ending, The Monster Club, starring Vincent Price, has changed. No twist anymore. Now, The Little Monsters, for me, Fred Savage, I never cared to watch that movie. I never cared, honestly. So I can't help anybody out on this one.
Was that a cartoon?
No, hold on. Let me type in Little Monster.
I'm bad at movie stuff.
I liked it. You know, it was the young kid from the Wonder Years.
Okay.
And then he had a blue monster come out from under his bed, and they went on wild adventures, you know. And then his little brother was Corey Matthews in Boy Meets World. So the Savage brothers were just incredible. But Aaron cracks me up. That's so funny.
Like I said, I've never seen it. So it's not like I don't like it or not. I just never watched it.
I've never seen that. Maybe he had. Maybe he's watched it. I've never watched it. I don't know.
And then that yellow one, that one just came out like 2 years ago. And this the beautiful teacher has to protect all the kids from a zombie apocalypse. It is awesome.
Well,
and, the girl is the main girl from Us. So she's a pretty good actress, Lupita.
So it has to do with it. A movie change came. Okay, who's the director? I want to go right to the director.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up IMDb.
I want to see if the director is in fact, or it comes from a Jewish-owned company. There's no one's in this. People remember
kind of like that Sinbad movie, you know, like Shazam. Did it come out or did it not? Wasn't
yeah, that's the one.
What? I thought that was an app. What the heck? Shazam. That's magic. Poof, gone. Woof.
God. Woo. I want to see who was the production company, if they're in fact owned by a cartel or not.
Can you guys hear me, man?
Yeah, I'm trying.
I can hear you.
They wiped me out. They wiped me out.
Zombies got you. I've never seen this movie, so I don't know.
Both movies are fun. But of course, they have their bad subliminals, too.
Yeah. I'm still shocked that John Wayne is wearing weird feminine scarves now. I'm like, that scares me.
Disney's rewriting all their movies on Disney Plus. Like they're redoing scenes. It's so crazy, man.
Yes. So all those, if there is a change, it's going to be gone. Or they'll include it in there. So what movie is this?
I'm typing in Little Monster. I clicked on the wrong Little Monster here.
Oh.
Now the right one should come up. Okay, here's
I just
Little
want to
Monster.
I want to go right to the directors and see who
the director's name is Richard Greenberg. I'm going to click on him to see.
Yup, you knew it. Of course.
Yeah. It's adding up.
Your grandpa's cousin.
Our grandma's cousin.
Whoa! He worked on Flash Gordon, 1980. He worked on the Predator movie, Star Trek Nemesis.
Altered State. That's a crazy psychedelic one.
Okay, let's see now. He only technically directed 3 movies. He directed Tales from the Crypt, TV series, 1 episode, and a documentary, The Process, and Little Monster. Now, so he only directed, but additional.
He only made 1 feature movie. That is strange, isn't it?
Right.
Like maybe he came in, told his story, put in all the subliminals, got his payment, blue blood, got out. That's so
looks
crazy.
Like he's well, look at it. He looks like he's a title designer. Look, Flash Gordon, main and title produced by him, and Altered State title designer, Cookie title designer, Family Business title designer, Hudson Hawk title designer. I didn't know there was a title designer.
You see, there is again, guys. This is not putting down any particular people whatsoever. I'm just saying, in my notes, there is a consistency with movies that have so-called, I use the word so-called changes that people are reporting a continuity error everyone keeps talking about. but they're always produced by, well, most of them are Jewish directors or Jewish companies.
But what was the second part? 'Cause I never watched the movie. I don't have any comments on it. Also, the big ending in Monster Club, starring Vincent Price. Monster Club.
Huh.
Let me type that in. Monster Club.
Is that
It's
the one
like
with Wolf? No, that's Monster Squad.
In my opinion, it probably, without even watching this, it's what made the movie so good originally is now been removed, and they're not so good. So if they were 10 out of 10, they're now 8 out of 10. You understand? Like the ending will be gone, or something has changed where it's cheap. Something bad has happened where it's not, or a word is gone, or phrase is moved. They become less good, if that's even a proper sentence to use.
Yeah, they're going to take the shark out of Jaws soon.
Yeah.
Like, it's silly. We're going down a crazy path, man.
Yeah.
I have never watched this movie either.
Yeah, it looks like a good one. We'll have to watch that one.
Yeah.
You guys should do a show on this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I never really been a huge Vincent Price kind of a fan, you know. I mean, I know who he is, but you know, you don't think about, let's watch a horror movie. Let's watch a Vincent Price horror movie. You know, it's something you don't think about. But I will. Yeah. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But I want to be able to answer his question because I wouldn't even know what the original looked like.
But at least I got something from my notes. I got the director. It added to what I was talking about. It's
Altered States, good movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Altered States is a crazy one, man.
Some things are due to change with makeup artists. Stand-in artists, you welcome.
Okay. Yeah. You see, there's these weird swaps.
Edits.
We talked about how some directors are all of a sudden not directors; they're producers, which means they get a bigger piece of the pie. Erica, we talked about how some of these, and they're all of Hebrew.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah, a lot of people thought like Steven Spielberg directed Poltergeist. He did not. Some people thought he directed Back to the Future. He did not. Robert Zemeckis. You know, there's a lot of that. A lot of people thought Tim Burton directed Nightmare Before Christmas. Even I did.
Yeah, I did.
Apparently, he was just the producer and he wrote it. He never directed it.
Yeah,
there's a lot of that.
They went from the role of in memory. They went from the role from director, because I remember them directing. I don't know why, but then they went from director to producer, which means they get, like you said, a bigger piece of the pie. So in this comic book, they're getting more money off the movie, as in the other comic book, they only got a small sliver of the movie money. Mm-hmm. See, that's the difference I see. That's money. It always comes down to money. Somebody's making money. Yeah. So every time there's a change or so-called change, somebody's making more money.
Did you see that Kevin Spacey got hired again? So he got
hired
in the movie.
He did. He got hired, but it's some kind of Italian film company.
Weird.
He did get hired again. But a lot of people, when you saying, well, how does a director get paid less than a producer? Because guys, remember, a director is like a football coach. They get hired to direct the movie. And depending on their type of deals, most producers automatically get what they call points when a movie makes, and that's where they make a lot of their monies. Some directors get that, but some don't. But most directors just get paid just to direct a movie and a script.
Yeah.
Now the bigger ones get a bigger piece of a pie, but it all depends on how your contracts is. It's kind of a cool story. Like Tom Hanks, of course, Tom Hanks. They didn't have enough money to hire Tom Hanks to be in the movie Forrest Gump, like what his rate was. So Tom Hanks made a deal with the Forrest Gump people that, okay, I'll make a back end. If the movie percentage makes this much money, I get this cut. And Forrest Gump was a huge, massive hit. So he made more money because of the back end than he would getting paid to make the movie.
Now he made a lot more money. My advice for Mandela Affected is to do what I did and look at our family tree and go find out if you have a Jewish ancestor. You might end up being Jewish and not know it, or Hebrew. I like the call. If you have personal effects that constantly keep changing your life, you might want to go back and look at your family and go, hey, I did not know this, Robert was correct. I have a Jewish ancestor. It's in my bloodline now. So all my personal effects of I see these weird changes. Again, take all the shit I say and throw it away, everybody. Strictly entertainment. It's fun garbage and have a good laugh at it. But in this comic book, you might be surprised when you find out. I found out about me and Eric. Like, oh, no wonder I had so many changes going on in my life and all kinds of weird shit in my past. Turns out that Granny was an Askadaski.
What did he write? Vincent Price bites a writer at the start of the film, and at the end, he re-addressed that the blood was tainted. Now it's never mentioned in the film in All Happy.
Blood. There's another thing with blood. We talked about in the movies, there's more blood. There's more blood being exposed in the movies that I remembered. Again, it's just me. I'm like, I don't remember that much blood on Biff's face when he got punched by the character. What's his name? He gets punched in the show. Biff from yeah, he's covered. He's driving with blood coming down his lip. Like, God damn, that's a lot of blood. I don't remember him having so much blood all over his face. And then he gets his hand. The guitar player gets his hand cut, and it's just dripping fucking blood off it. Like, dude, I don't remember all that. A lot of blood, more blood in these things. Blood's been another factor, continuity error in movies that it makes me go, huh? I don't remember blood there, or I don't remember that much blood there. Again, I'm just doing it from the outside thing. I'm trying to figure out the source or what's the message.
Yeah, it's definitely some kind of sacrifice, though, because you know Hollywood and just society runs on that, and it goes back to the ancient civilizations. And it's not just, killing blood. Like, there's actually like methods to, extract certain chemicals that maybe lead to immortality or super psychedelics. Yeah, things that people can, look into. The movie Monsters Inc., the, animated movie, just watch that and then, think about it.
Yeah. A lot more bloodletting. It's something that ritualistically with the blood. We've made shows about blood before, which is kind of cool. Just seems to be another kind of a weird factor and weird shit going on with stuff.
That's what everybody's going for, the gold and silver, because it purifies blood. What are they trying to figure out,
Yeah, and the silver. There's silver things like the silver leg or the gold disc or the arguments over the silver, the arguments over the gold.
Meghan Markle being Muckle.
I remember Meghan Markle being in the TV show Fringe, which is all about this weird paranormal stuff. She was just an actress, and then she ended up marrying Prince Harry. But there's tons of stories about that. Prince Harry's mother, of course, she didn't die in a little car accident, not running from the paparazzi. There's a lot more to it.
Let me see the U and the A. let me see what the numbers for the U and the A are. So A went to U. Oh wait, it went from U to A. It was Merkel. I used to get it confused with the I used to get her confused with the German lady in charge, Merkel, that was in charge. Anyway, her dad's actually Hitler, which is kind of weird. But let's do A and U. A is 1, of course, and U is 21, which makes it 3. There's your 13.
Wow.
So it went from yeah. He went. So A is 1 and U is 21, which is 3, which is 13. So you got a 13. So that little swap gives you a 13. Again, take what I say, guys, and throw it away as fantasy. So there's your 13.
Well, let's do this. We're getting closer to the end part of the show. So let me start with one of you each. Where do you think the Matrix is taking us next? So I'm going to start with Bigfoot. So if we're living in a simulation world, we are living in a Matrix. There's no question about it. We're in a Matrix. So what's next for us?
I think the aliens are coming, but the big question is it friendly or is it foe? Or is it projection? Is it a hologram? Matrix or not, it's coming. The guys are going to come to life. Yes, it's going to be. It's changed the world before. Holograms have already happened. back in September 2001, and then maybe in the past other times that, JFK's assassination and just many times that have shaped this earth. And I think it's coming soon. The Pentagon and the military have just released a bunch of clips, and really nobody cares. So they're going to go full on Space Force here soon.
I have to agree. I remember somebody on a show I was on asked me, what do you think the next big thing is? And I said it. I said, the next one is aliens. And they said, why would you think that? Because I worked at the Museum of Flight, and that's what the old fucking Russian or the Nazi rocket scientist said. If you guys remember what he said, without giving the names, everybody's like, who's he talking about? He said the last big thing is going to be an alien invasion. And it's so evident, like you were talking about, it's so retarded evident. I mean, I'm not saying evident as in you think maybe no, it's retarded evident right now. It's coming out continuously. The triangles, the ship's crew. I was on a Navy ship, and we've had some anomalies in the sky, and nobody's to report it. You were under fucking orders to shut your mouth. Everybody with their cell phones are leaking it all over the place. No. Not in my military, you couldn't do that. Fuck no. They know whose phone it came from, and your ass is you're in the brig. Straight up, treason. Now it's leaking. It's coming out of the government like nothing, like piss. It's flowing.
They're using that as a sidetrack because things are so messed up right here on the surface. The audits are coming back from the Arizona and Georgia, and they're seeing that, it wasn't authentic and none of this stuff is adding up. And the administration who has been leading us the past 4 months, who's been burning stuff down, shouldn't even be there. And it's some crazy stuff. And it has to be a computer program, man. Like, how could these Mr. Smith agents take over? And I see so many good people that I once loved, I still love, but they would turn their back on me and, flag me down real quick.
Yeah, you want to see something crazy?
Destroy me.
This is a video that's made by your friend. Maybe it's Medela. Dogs and cats lapping water, tongue movement. Medela effect. Let's see this together. Let's all see this tongue movement. Let's see what kind of a matrix we really are living in.
To report on this real quick, because it really tripped me out when I saw this. How do you remember dogs drinking water and cats if you have a pet? I always thought they made like this bowl shape and pulled the water up towards their nose, but apparently it's like this reverse hook thing, and they kind of just like that. It looks really strange.
Wow.
To me, definitely not what I remember.
So it scoops it up like an elephant grabbing like food.
Anyway,
Yeah,
thank you so much for watching, and God bless.
That is awesome.
wow, it's lapping it up.
Well, I'll make sure to watch my dog and cat close next time they're drinking.
I don't know if it's an individual dog that's done that. If it's like I have to see a lot of dogs. I'd have to do an experiment.
That's why I love these channels. I show here because they look at everything.
Yeah,
it's such a passion. It's not. This is what's happening. This is a passion. Is this weird to you? And when you start looking at it, thinking about it, like that is weird because when you're thinking about looking at your dog, he laps it, right? But now it's like he scoops it and grabs it.
Well, his tongue muscles scoop it like a bowl. I've always lapped. They've always lapped up the water in their fucking mouths. That's how they drink. But this one is they're lapping it with a bowl, like a bowl. I can't tell you if that's an individual anomaly for one animal or is it across the board. I'd have to go out and look at dogs drink water. Excuse me, man. May I look at your dog drink water?
Yeah.
You get slapped.
I sent Hazel a message and I said, "Hey, Hazel, you got my show, your channel doesn't matter. You and maybe Medela's got to have me, Bob, on because I want to go on your show. They can come on here. Doesn't matter because I want to know what makes you find these. I mean, really, what makes you think about looking at a dog's tongue, drinking water? Where does that come up? I'm always interested. What was
JC
it?
Penney or JC Penney's. I love that one too.
Yeah, I want to do a show with them. We'll go on their channel. I don't care. I just want to.
Yeah.
Because I love, like, where does that come from?
And Mandela Affected put another one up. Put up he's always got. You need to go back online, dude. You need to go. I need to see your show. You need to go back. You don't want to go back online. You don't want to do his show. He needs to do his show.
Oh, what is he? Okay, let's see here. What did he write here? He wrote, look up and study Jonah Conrad Dippo.
Right.
Dippo was obsessed with the human soul and performed experiments attempting to transfer the soul of a dead animal into a living one. Frankenstein.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Hold on. I got to do my Jewish thing. Okay, hold on. John, the son with two N's, Conrad. All right, I love reading wacky shit. All right.
Johann Conrad Japal.
Yeah, I'm going to look at that one.
That sounds just like the stuff that just came out about Dr. F, that he bought fetal cells that they put on the backs of rats, and then it grew a scalp.
And ears and all kinds of weird shit. Cartilage, they grow all kinds of weird shit now. They have a printing machine now, obviously. If people know about that one. That's weird. But they have a printing machine that prints body parts. Wow, where are we going with this one?
Well,
yeah.
I'm just looking at images here. If you go to all,
the original
John Conrad, also spelled John Conrad Dippo, was a German petite diligent physician, alchemist, and occultist.
Oh, okay. There you go. There it is. Okay. What year was he out? What was
his? Let me see here. It came into key nature between 17 to 72. He engaged in a bitter dispute with the courts. So if he did it with the courts between 1702, so he must have been born like 1680, 16.
Oh yeah, it's way back, man. That he was an alchemist, obviously, so he was doing some old ritual stuff. Soul transfer.
Connection to the novel of Frankenstein. Here we go. Dippo's connection to the Castle Frankenstein gave rise to the theory, and he was a model for Mary Shelley's 1818 novel Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus. Although the idea remains controversial. Bob, it sounds like when you and I did the video where we're breaking down the actual Monopoly game.
Yeah.
Where it showed that a guy sold it to Parker Brothers or whatever, but finding out that the guy actually kind of stolen the idea of the game from the woman who made up the Monopoly game to teach young people on how to buy property. Well, so kind of like this is like another one where Frankenstein was stolen from this guy.
Was it Mary Shelley? Mary Shelley did Frankenstein? No, Mary Shelley's girl.
Mary Shelley's 1818 novel Frankenstein.
Mary Shelley, yeah. Yeah, they were in a castle with another philosopher. I can't remember his fucking name. Getting all high, practicing lots of microdosing, and then she come up with the idea of that's what I thought it was supposed to be from Mary Shelley, from just getting stoned with buddies. What was the guy's name? God, what was the fucking guy's name? That famous philosopher. Oh, I think he wrote Candid. Oh, he wrote damn it. Mary Shelley hung out with him. Oh, man, he's forget. Another one of them bastards with lots of money. Forget his name. Anyway, Mary Shelley, yeah. Okay, so now she might have got it off this guy who was doing soul transfers with animals, like trying to get one to transfer a soul over. I think there's a lot of alien conspiracy about that, where they were trying to transfer like humans. We were actually working with humans, trying to transfer human souls over to
everyone steal from everyone. Yeah,
everyone steals. Yes,
well,
in this timeline, yes, we found that.
You guys all want to see who really try to bring back the dead? I'll show you the picture right now. I'll show you the real fucking guy who tried to bring back the dead.
Why do you think? Yeah, of course. What do you
Willy
think?
Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
Well, what do you think these what used to be directors are now producers to get more money? It's as if they've already knew the movie was made. Like they already knew the movie was going to be a success, so they became producers instead of the director. However, they knew how it was going to come out anyway, no matter who directed it. So they somehow shifted to become producers to make more money. Every change is about money. Somebody makes money off each change. Fact, Jack. So yeah, this is a fucking stealing planet. It's a stealing place. Hello down there.
Hey, what's up?
Howdy. Howdy.
I knew you must be a friend of Bigfoot, because I'm like, I don't remember putting the invite in the chat.
Yeah. I just got back from Votech. I take diesel mechanics, so that's where I've been all morning.
And I think I heard you say Botex. You were getting Botex done?
Botox?
Oh no, Votech, the college.
Yeah, we thought you just got back from getting Botox. We're like, okay, well that makes sense here in this place. So okay.
Oh yeah.
No, are you enjoying the red blood moon?
Honestly, I haven't even seen it.
Oh shit!
Bob, he's an American like me. It's still sunlight outside.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, I got it. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
maybe
full
it'd be
moon
awesome
was
to
last
see.
night, and then it's the residuals are definitely rumbling the earth the past few days. Before the blood moon and after the blood moon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kristen, give them the breakdown, just who you are and your family legends and a couple of the stories that you recently told me. We're talking about the Matrix and all these strange anomalies in this world that just don't add up. So crack our code.
Right. Well, man, I don't even know where to start. This is my first show I've ever been on, thanks to Connor and stuff like that. I'm 18. I live in Florida. I do diesel mechanics as my profession. Recently been getting into like hiking and exploring and stuff like that, because just deep into like I'm trying to at least find something, put it out there for people.
Yeah. Well, how about this? When you hear the word Matrix, what are your thoughts on a Matrix? Like do you feel like there's a good opportunity we might be living in a Matrix, or it's a world that you can't understand?
Eric was going to try to say a good opportunity to make money.
Shoot, Matrix. I honestly don't believe we live in a Matrix. I mean, there's a lot of points out there that could easily seem like it could be some sort of simulation or Matrix, but I believe that what we live in right now is probably a lot more advanced than a Matrix.
Okay. That worked. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot more like factors to it.
No, that's cool. So basically, we're not living in a Matrix, but you believe there's an opportunity for the AI to take over the world.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I had actually watched an interview. I'm not quite sure what it was, but there was two robots, a male and a female. One was modern and one was kind of older, and it was pretty interesting watching it. But like, they had a solid conversation, like a way more solid conversation than I expected. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's weird when you get them talking to each other, because they start their language starts narrowing down to code, and pretty soon they're using single words for entire sentences, and they can comprehend each other, and then the humans are lost, and then we're like, what the fuck? They're now talking about t-shirts, wet this, all these different words. They're becoming minuscule, but they become the smaller they are, the bigger meaning they had. Entire sentence.
In a way, doesn't that show that they're becoming conscious? And that just is how the Matrix started. The machines grow smart enough to, fend for themselves, and then the humans have to come to a compromise in a treaty. And then, of course, the treaty's going to get broken because, the humans just can't follow the rules, and sometimes the rules just don't make sense. So I think the Matrix is closer than we think, even if we aren't living in the Matrix. No matter what, something artificial in technology is coming our way.
Something's happening.
Let me ask you another question, because you're a younger guy. I'm always interested in some of these with younger people. You know, Bob and I, we're no offense, we're old. It is what it is. But when you hear the word, and you know, there's no right or wrong in this community here that we're talking with. When you hear the word Mandela effect, whatever, but things that some reason they feel like things have changed. Do you take any stock? Do you believe that there can be something that's changing something, or is the word just so lame and dumb you just don't even care to look at it?
No. Okay, actually, I believe in it 1,000%. That's like the Berenstein Bears, Berensteiners. Like I remember it being Berenstein Bears back in the day. Like whenever I was in elementary school and stuff like that, reading the book and watching the TV show on like VHS. I remember it clearly. It was the Berenstein Bears, but now they're saying it's the Berenstain Bears. I don't remember that whatsoever. It's like the Monopoly guy having the monocle. He always heckled, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like I always remember him having a monocle.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, no, you're right. I mean, Bob and I talked about, you know, we did a whole show on the Monopoly guy, you know, and not like, I'm not saying we try to debunk or a lot of stuff, but we try to figure out why we have that memory. You know, that's one of the things that a lot of other channels don't do. They hear something and they don't try to find out, well, if it is a false memory, why? Why is it there? How does it get planted there?
Yeah.
And I think sometimes I look at a Mandela effect. It's so interesting to research on, well, if it is fake, why? Let's find out. I think it's so fun to research. That's what I love about the effect. Not that everything is real. We know it's not. But why do we even have that thought in our head? How did it get planted? And then, and then you're all saying, why is there 1,000 people with the same thought? You know, was it on a TV show? Was it not? You know, because there's somebody in the chat. Well, he's not here right now. He wrote something in my chat or after show in the comments, and he was saying something about Dolly in the Moonraker, why some of us think that now the Moonraker is probably a way older movie than you probably saw with Roger Moore playing James Bond. But somebody made a comment on, because Bob asked me one time, Dolly, do you remember her wearing braces? And I said yes. And somebody that wrote in the comment, well, you probably think that because there was a John Cusack movie, and in the John Cusack movie, there's a girl that he liked actually had braces. That's probably where you got where a small person. But the thing is, and the thing is, that could be fair.
That's plausible,
But for me, it doesn't work for me, because for me, I have to debunk that for me, because I've been watching James Bond movies before John Cusack movies. John Cusack wasn't, you know, I was a little kid when Moonraker came out. I was still a little kid. I wasn't into high school comedies yet. So that's what I like. I don't mind people debunking and hearing their theories, but I'm always trying to find the reason why I think why Dolly had braces. I'm trying to find out, and I love hearing different people's opinions.
It's important because you got to know both ends. I encourage, like, I'm a big fan of Tony's. Everyone knows Tony out there. He gives me the missing information that I need. Why do people have this thought? Is there another reason for it? Give me the information. Please debunk this. He comes back with the information. I said, okay, I can see it now why it would be plausible why people that are mentally ill would think this, or people that are whatever. You got to have both sides. Always have both sides. You
do. And I like what you said here. Why would millions have the same fake memory, would not have different memory if it was a misremembering? That's true. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of channels. There's some channels that you can make your own rules on what's considered a fraud. And what I mean by fraud is like when I asked you about the Mandela effect, you mentioned Berenstein Bears, and I can see you watching it as a kid. Now, if you would have came out and said, no offense, because you're 18, right?
Yeah.
If you would have came out and said, I remember Ed McMahon or Nelson Mandela, I would have shut you off, because you weren't even born in that era when those were on TV. Would you mention something that you did watch as a kid? So I can accept that. That's why I ask sometimes those questions, because as soon as I see a 30-year-old guy say, oh, it was Ed McMahon, dude, you weren't even born when those commercials was out. How could that be effect for you? Or how can Nelson Mandela be effect when the popularity of the man didn't come out until he became president? He
Yeah.
like he went to jail and that was something they're gonna play every single year on TV. No, I'm sorry.
No, I was on a talk show with this gal, and I mean, I treat everyone equally. I'm not going to put anybody down. I'm not. I'm just going to take some notes, tell me what you think. Person was telling me about the moon, and I have a lot of moon things with me. I'm like, there's a lot of differences from my memory. I don't know why. I got Jedi mind tricked. I don't know. But this person was telling me that she remembers when the moon blew up. I said, oh, really? So tell me about the blowed up moon. And I was in it, and an asteroid hit it, and it blew up, and it was a cloud in the sky, and the news report was the whole story was just perfect. I go, oh, so really, you remember that? Then what happened after that? And then she said that she did a shake, like she was shaking, and then all of a sudden she shifted, and then the moon was no longer blowed up. And I said, oh fuck, so you shifted, you shook. So how do you feel after you shift? And I had all these questions. I'm thinking, now, she either believes this or it really happened. And I have to say, again, with a lot of people with their Mandela effects, I'm like, are you serious now? Tell me again what you're saying. I have to take everything with a grain of salt. We got to be real careful. It's a lot of stuff.
Maybe in her mind, in a parallel universe, if that exists, in that universe, maybe the moon did explode.
She's described, but then I went and found a movie. The movie was called The Butterfly Effect, and I watched the character in the movie. And every time the guy shifted in the movie, you guys remember he was from Punk'd, that movie Punk'd, or that TV show. Ashton Kutcher. Yeah, he was, and so he would shake. He would shake in the movie, and then he would shift. And I go, oh, okay, I'm seeing a little bit of parallel stuff going on here. And then I hear a lot of people talking. I go, there's a whole lot of people out there that watch a whole lot of TV. There's a whole lot of TV movies getting mixed up with the reality. I go, okay, so I see a little bit of I don't want to point fingers, but it's a little bit of a weird movie mix up. That's why I remind people, it's okay, have fun. Call it a comic book. So when I say I remember something else, it's because it's in my comic book. I put it out there as mine and fake and mine. So you could walk away from them without feeling upset about it. So in your world, in your comic book, you remember Berenstain Bears. In my comic book, I remember Berenstain Bears. And this person's comic book, I was always been Berenstain Bears. Okay, cool. Everyone has their own comic book. Walk away from it like that.
That's actually a really great way to look at it, to be honest with you.
You have to. If not, you'll go crazy.
Yeah.
And what Bob's explaining is perfect because, some people say people wake up at certain parts of their life when reality starts to come more focused. But then there's some channels saying if you don't believe in this, then you're lying. But they're like, well, if you wake up at certain parts in your life, then what he's saying is not lying. It's just so funny to hear it. But let me ask you this. Okay, you're friends with Bigfoot. So does that mean you believe in Bigfoot itself, the Sasquatch? Have you?
Yeah. I believe it entirely. I mean, there's so much out there, like worldwide, that hasn't been explored yet. I mean, even if it has, something like that's not going to want to become public, because that's obvious tourist trap, something like that in that area. Like whenever the megaliths started showing up, the megaliths, like they started telling people not to go see them because like that's an area where wildlife thrives and stuff like that. Because a lot of people traveling through one area is going to completely destroy an ecosystem. So I get it why it's not seen and why it doesn't need to be public, but I believe it through and through. I mean, there's enough evidence out there to see it.
Yeah. Too many people with that one too. It's like, well, there's smoke, there's some fire somewhere. Can't just can't have too many common people of all walks of life, including all professions, police officers, teachers, students, the mailman. There you go.
Right.
You can't just call them all crazy. You can,
Yeah.
and just wash your hands of it, walk away, and just feel better about your life. But
Yeah.
back in my head, I'm like, there's some fire somewhere.
Tristan's had an encounter with something a little bit more strange than Bigfoot, though. He's in a viral TikTok video right now. It almost has 300 likes, about 2,000 plays, about him and his brother having encounters with some elves. Could you tell us a little bit about it, Tristan?
Oh,
shit,
yeah,
yeah.
no. Okay, this is like a really weird story. I thought it was like kind of funny at first. Like I didn't want people to look at me like it was weird. But I actually have a box frame bed now. It's solid. But beforehand, I used to have like a regular metal frame bed. You go underneath and all that stuff. Well, I'd like come in my room. It's like pitch black in my room. You don't see nothing in here. But like I'd always hear stuff like my controllers moving around, or like my TV would change channels whenever I'd wake up. Like it'd be off, or like I usually go to sleep with my TV off, just for the light and the sound. But like the TV would be off, which automatic off. I understand. But like whenever I would turn it back on, and it wouldn't be on TV anymore, it'd be on like my Xbox, or it'd be on like my DVD player or something like that. And like it doesn't. My TV is kind of older, so it doesn't have that setting to where it automatically switches to it.
I got you.
Like it's kind of weird. And like whenever I'd come in my room, I would hear noises, and I actually seen movement once. Coming in my room, turning my light on, I heard a noise, and I wanted to see if I could catch anything. But I seen something dip under my bed real fast. So I walked back into my mom's room and was like, I think I got a little dude living under my bed or something like that just plays my Xbox while I'm gone. Because stuff's gone missing too. Like I've had Red Dead Redemption 2 go missing. And I've had like 2 other games go missing that I just don't know where they're at. Like last time I seen them, they were on my shelf and now they're gone.
The fairies and the gremlins, they trade him. And his uncle had an encounter too with one chasing his cousin. Could you tell us a little bit about that one too?
There was like my uncle said we were outside, like just having an outside day, like grill and all that stuff. But he told me a story of him mowing his yard one day and stuff like that. His son, my cousin Wyatt, was out running around the yard doing normal things. He's like 2 years old, so he's young. He has the energy to do it. He ran around the house with like a little 6-inch to a foot tall creature chasing him. He said it had 6 legs and it had a big head and a small body, but it wasn't like violently chasing him. It was like bouncing around, playful, like just chasing him around the yard. My cousin, he said that he had not fear in his eyes, but what is that? What am I looking at? Just I'm baffled. What is this thing? And my uncle just told him to just get away from it, let it chase you, run away. It'll leave you alone at some point, So my uncle wasn't afraid of it, obviously. As if it was dangerous, he probably would have did something about it. But he said since that day he hasn't seen it again. But I'm very tempted to actually go look for it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, when it comes down to your items missing or moved around, I suggest you take a book and instead of look at the object that was moved and look what's written on it, and then look for each object, whatever has been moved or whatever it is, because if it's trying to get your attention and it can't speak, it might pick up objects that you could read that it can give you a message through. You know what I'm saying? Like Red Redemption 2, Part 2. That why not Part 1? Why not the other ones? Why Part 2? So you write down what's the outstanding word that's different than the other ones? What's outstandingly different on this one, or the picture or whatever? Look for the other objects that have been moved and write them down. You might have a message. Just an idea.
I like that. That's the code.
Yeah,
It's a little code because they can't speak to you. They're in a different dimension. They can't talk like that.
That's why some spirits, they say they get angry because you're not responding to them.
You're not responding to them.
Respond. That's why they start to move more things a little more aggressively because you're not responding to them. It's like they're talking sign language.
Yeah.
They don't have enough energy to make a voice or sound a voice.
Yeah. If a cushion moves in a room, you look around the room, you see look at all the other cushions and why were they not moved? So look at the other cushions, then look at the one cushion that was moved, pick it up and say there's words on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, then what's the word? So you pick out a few words on it and then you move around, look for the other object that was moved. You might have a damn sentence.
This might sound crazy. This might sound crazy. If you have a car battery laying around, bring in a car battery. Remember where everything is. Come back because you're feeding energy into the room. You might see more things move around. just to write down in your book, like an experiment, to to move things even more. Maybe a special book will fall off that has a title that they want you to read or something.
Yeah.
I know it sounds crazy. I know we don't have that machine that creates electricity, but a big battery is a good one because it's enough energy, not like Duracell's D size. It needs to be a big size battery.
In fact, get back to us so you know what's been moved and make a little list of the things that were moved. Come back to the show with your buddy here, and we'll try to figure out what it was trying to say.
Yeah.
If you want to do that. Let's see if we can get it done there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's frozen.
We'll even do
Your headset's messed up too, Tristan.
Yeah. We'll even do a EVP whatever with your room. We'll do it all.
Yeah.
Or look, he's having more interference once we start talking about this. I mean, I'm not sitting here, but you never know. There might be interference from his room.
It is strange. The elves and the pixies and the fairies are playing with the messages, man. We're on to them, and now their dust is being spread around the world.
Now, I do actually gotta get going. I gotta go pick up the wife from work and all that. So we are going to end the show. So guys, tomorrow on the Horror Talk channel, we're gonna be talking urban legends if anybody's interested. And then on Friday, we're gonna be talking about the meaning of the movie Kong versus Godzilla. Is there a meaning with the new movie, with the 1962 movie? We're gonna see if there's messages and there's a movie. Oh, Gang Sino. Yeah, we talked to him live during his live show.
Yeah, that's cool. How you doing?
So beyond that, take a journal, start writing down, and then come back next week and we'll discuss it. And we'll do a seance. We'll do a seance live on show.
Yeah. And Mandela Affected, if you're watching, please come out with one more fucking video, man. Just one more video. One more show. Even if it's a private links, come out with one show. I want to hear some of those things you're talking about.
So beyond that, I do got to get going. So I appreciate Bigfoot for coming on here. I appreciate Hidden Relief coming on here. And hopefully we can see you again and we can explore, figure out what's causing this issue.
Later, y'all.
We will solve it. We will solve that issue. We'll find who's doing it to you. Okay. Hopefully that crazy son of a bitch right there. All right, guys. We'll see everybody later.